Hey, hi everyone. My name is Varsha and welcome to Study with Varsha. So today actually I'm not that much well. That's why I didn't turn on the camera. But yeah, yesterday we have covered about manage Jenkins and we have studied all of these things what it will do. So as yesterday I have promised you that today I'm going to show you about and I'm going to teach about all these job types like pipeline, freestyle, multi configuration, folder, what it is this and how we can use it. So without any further delay, let's start. So first is pipeline. So let's give any name, for example demo Varsha. Okay, now choose to freestyle type and just click OK. So this is used to create CI/CD using Jenkins file. So pipeline is a modern Jenkins job types. So everything is written as a code in Jenkins files and it will support stages like I will show you that. Okay, see, it will support the stages like build, test, deploy. It will support and can run on multiple agents also, and it will support parallel executions, and it can stored in git repository and version control like application code. So it is best for DevOps projects and it will work with Docker and Kubernetes as well. So support declarative and scripted syntax both, and it is easy to track pipeline changes, reusable across multiple environment, and integrate easily with GitHub, GitLab, and it will support index up input approvals. Even it can trigger automatically on commits, and it can deploy on AWS EC2 EKS, and it is good for infrastructure as a code project, support credentials securely, more scalable than freestyle and industry standard also. So developer pushes the code to the GitHub and pipeline automatically run the build Docker image, run testers, and push image to ECR and deploy to Kubernetes. So everything controlled via Jenkins file. So we understand about this. Now let's understand what each and everything will do. Suppose if you want to give a description, you can give, otherwise you can leave also. So support if you want to discard some old builds, so you can give this checkout, and log rotation you can keep as it is. Now you want that after 15 days this old builds will get to be discarded, so you can write here 15 days. Okay, now you can write if not empty, not up to this number of builds record are kept. So maximum number of builds you can keep here, how many if not empty. So you can give any like 2 or 10 or something you can give. Now there is an advanced option, so if you will click on it, it will came as days to keep artifact. So if not empty artifact from build, older build, then this number of the days will be deleted. So that's why we have to keep. So as of now we just leave this option. Now there is a second option, do not allow concurrent builds. What it means, it means if you will click on it, it will abort your previous build. So at one time two or parallel builds will not happen. So this also try not to do. In real time we should not have to use. Here, do not allow the pipeline to resume if the controller restart. Okay, so if sometime if controller is restart, so at that time we should not have to allow. So if you want, you can check. Now if some project is there which is there in the GitHub, so if you will click here and you just have to paste the GitHub URL, so all the code from the GitHub it will take directly. Okay, now pipeline speed or durability override, so you can click on it and you can maximize or less durability as per your requirement you can do. Now preserve stashes from complete builds, so you can also preserve like 1 2 what how many you want you can do. This project is parameterized. What do you mean by parameterized? For example, you have written some pipeline and now you want that it will ask for some input parameterized, like many inputs. So if you want like okay, after build if I will say yes, to from the backend, then only this pipeline will proceed. So we can parameterize it. That is nothing but parameterize, and that is of multiple type. Let me tell you. See, boolean parameterized, like that will be 0 and 1, choice parameterized, credential parameterized, like it will ask for the password, then you have to manually type the password, then only it will proceed. File parameterized, sometime we need some file like pom.xml, in the input it will ask, then only it will proceed. So like that, run parameterized, string parameters, so that parameters you can set at the runtime as well. Now, total build. What do you mean by total build? Total build means how many builds can happen at a time. So you can set like 2 or 3 as per your requirement. You can set. So after 2, if third build you are going to run, it will wait these 2 builds to complete, and then it will proceed to the third build. So this option is also there. Now, time period, how many periods or second, you can set the time as well when we are setting total build. Okay, so this is about something which we can set. Now next come to the triggers. So triggers means what? Set up automated action that start your build based on specific events like code changes or scheduled times. So what it will do, if you will click on build after other project are built, you can give that project, like for example, if you want to your production code to run after UAT, so here you can set UAT URL. So once this will complete, then only you can proceed to the production, like that you can set. Now build, even if the build is unstoppable, so like that as per requirement you can choose it. Now build periodically, so you can schedule your builds as well. GitHub hook trigger for git poll SCM you can say set. So all this thing you can set. Now the option is come pipeline script. So here you have to write, see, try sample pipeline, hello world ka pipeline it is giving you. Okay, so we have written the pipeline. Okay, a pipeline syntax I will teach you in a separate class, but as of now I'm just telling you how many types of jobs and what actually it will do. So don't go with that. And this is Groovy syntax. Now if you'll click on advanced setting, it will come to the display name, and also we just as of now we avoid it, save. And if you want to build, click on build now. And if you want to see the console output, click on it, go to the console output, see, finished, it got successful. So this job is yesterday I have shown you the freestyle job, today I have shown the pipeline job, that is demo version. Okay, this all part also I will discuss in tomorrow's class. As of now we have to understand today all this step. Pipeline we understand, freestyle I have showed you, but today let us understand what actually when we have to use it. So when we have old UI based Jenkins job, and that will follow traditional Jenkins job type, configured we using UI not with code, so that is easy for the beginners and execute step one by one, and good for simple scripts. No Jenkins file is required for this, and even limited flexibility is there, and it is harder to maintain for large projects. Not ideal for the complex CI/CD, but mostly manual configuration we can do. It is less reusable, so we mostly use if we have to use at one time, and can run cell command also here. And yesterday I have shown how can we run cell command. Okay, I hope you remember it. And now we can connect to Git support. It will support post build action and used in legacy projects also, but not good for multi-stage pipelines. And no native parallel support is there, so you can send email notification, hard version control, and being replaced by the pipeline in most of the companies. If you want to understand in a more detailed way, like you can pull your code and just run ambient clean install or something, and it will send email if build got failed. So you can create a freestyle job and you can add build steps manually also. So this was about the freestyle project, and yesterday only I have shown you. So if you are not following my series, go and follow it, because this Jenkins series, if you will follow from the day one, I'm damn sure you will be master on Jenkins. It will be total 5 days class. Now, what is multi-configuration project? So here it has been written, suitable for project that need a large number of different configurations such as testing on multiple environment, platform specific build, etc. What it mean multi-configuration project? It means simple term used for testing multiple combinations. That is only multi-configuration. Like that is also called as a matrix projects. Why? That because it will run same job with different parameters. So as of now, just before some time 2 minutes back, I showed you parameters. So it with the same job whatever we have created, it can run with the multiple parameters. Like it will work with a choice parameter, bool parameter, file parameter. That's why we are using multi configuration project, and it is useful for testing multiple environments, and even it will support the operating system testing also, and can test multiple Java versions also, and it will be good for cross platform application and can run builds in parallel. More complex than Freestyle, that is for sure, and rarely used in modern cloud setups. So good for the product based companies, but I don't think that it is used in the service based company. But it will help to reduce manual testing, automatically generates combination, and it will support multiple configuration, good for browser testing, and harder to maintain. So mostly replaced by the pipeline and needs careful resource management, good for compatibility testing, useful in QA automation, and like you can say enterprise use case. So you build an app that must work on Java 8, Java 11, Java 17, and that will matrix job run build 3 times automatically. You no need to do any manual things. So because of that it is good. So let's try it. Click on it. Okay, first give some name. Okay, so I'm giving same name, multi configuration. You will understand. Click on it. Okay, go inside. Again same, discard old build, GitHub project you can keep here. Same thing is there. Now here source code management option is there. I have clicked none, but if you have some project on Git, you can click on Git, and you have to give the repository URL, and here you have to add credentials, like advanced setting, add credentials, and you can add the credentials of that GitHub account or Git account. But leave it, I am clicking on none as of now. And how can we trigger? Okay, that is again periodically, or some poll SCM is there or something is there, you can set, so that you no need to even run also. That will add, we can set some time, at that time it will automatically run, but we are not going to do now. We are configure matrix. We can configure like touchstone build first, or that we can configure even configuration sequentially, so that we're not going to touch. Now environment, so we can set like delete workspace before build start. This is actually very good things whenever we are using multi-string builds, because what it will do, it will clear the workspace, so that like, because sometimes our matrix job got full because of the workspace. So whenever we will use multi configuration project, so we can choose this option, so it will be no, our build will not get fail. And we can use secret, add timestamp, so we can as per our requirement. Now build step, add build step. If you click, now what you want, execute cell you want, invoke ant we want, or run with timeout what we want. So most of the cases we have to choose, we used to choose execute cell only. Okay, and like for example here I have written echo I teach AWS DevOps in my YT study with Varsha. Okay, I have written, save it, click on build now. Build scheduled, it got failed. Okay, check the console output, why it got failed. Building in workspace var Jenkins home workspace multi default completed with failed result. Now Why it is failing? We can check, because I didn't even trigger in the multi default reason, and I didn't even given the proper workspace. That's why it got failed. But leave it as of now, or you want to fix it, we can fix as well. So that is not a problem, because we didn't configure properly, because we are not doing real time things. If you will do, I will show you how to do. But as of now, we have to understand the job type. Okay, now folder. Okay, so what is folder and why we have to use it? So I'm giving the name also, job name also, folder. Here it has been written, creates a container that store nested items in it and useful for grouping things together, unlike view, which is just a filter. So our folder creates a separate namespace, so you can have multiple things of the same name as long as they are in a different folder. What it means? It means it is used for organized jobs, not a job type. It is used for grouping project, works like a directory, keeps Jenkins clean, useful in larger organization, can restrict access per folder, and even teams can have separate folder also. And it will support nested folder, help avoid name conflicts and improve organization. It will support role based access, easy navigation and content pipelines. And it can contain freestyle job, useful in used in the enterprise setups, improve security, keeps environment separate, help in microservices architecture and clean dashboard management. So let's try it. Okay, just okay. Even it help in microservices architecture and clean dashboard management. And for example, you can create a folder like dev or QA or production, so inside each you can relate pipelines. So first, for example, display name Varsha I have written. Okay, now you can give the health matrix, like you can add some matrix, child item with the given name or something, child string you can give. Okay, something you can give, child name, leave it. Or, and like you can give pipeline libraries you can give, so that in that way you can do this configuration. But in real time, this what we can say, folder job rarely we don't use in real time that much. Mostly we use freestyle or pipeline only. Multi configuration project also we use very less. Even folder we didn't use that much. But yeah, multi branch pipeline we use. Now what is multi branch pipeline? Here it has been written, create a set of pipeline project according to the detected branch in one SCM repository. SCM is source code management. Now in multi-branch pipeline, it will automatically create pipeline for each Git branch. Here, automatically scan Git repository, detect all the branches. It will create separate pipeline per branch. It will read Jenkins file from each branch. Ideal for the GitHub workflows, support PR builds. Automatically, it can build new branches, delete job if the branches is delete. It will great for the microservices and good for future branch workflow. Work with well with the Git flow also. It will reduce manual job creation. It can scales automatically. It will support branch based deployment. Even it can do clean branch separation. It is very powerful in DevOps and it is preferred in the modern company. So work well with the Kubernetes again. Support webhook, highly recommended. So you can have a main dev, feature login, feature payments. Multi-branch automatically creates pipeline for each branch. So this is multi-branch. So let's try and try to create right multi-branch only. Multi-branch. Okay, just click on it and we will try to create. Display name anything you can give. Now build configuration, here my Jenkins, so that is script path. Now scan multi-branch pipeline with trigger periodically, so like 1 day 2 day. Like suppose if you want to schedule your job at 1 a.m. every day, so you can click on it. Now discard old builds, you want your old builds after 15 days it got discard, you can click on that item, health checks and parameter libraries you can set as per your requirement. General branches, that's all thing is there. Now the last thing about the build job, that is organization folder. It create a set of multi-branch projects subfolder by scanning of the repository. What it means? It means it will connect to the GitHub organization. It will scan all repositories, automatically creates multi-branch job. No need to create repository manually, and best for larger company, work well with the GitHub enterprise, automatically detect new repository and automatically removes deleted repository. It will saves admin time, create for platform teams, support credential management, useful for DevOps automation, idle for 50 repository, scale easily, reduce manual configuration, good for centralized CI/CD, support access control, enterprise level, and this like your company can have 100 of GitHub repositories. So instead of creating 100 Jenkins job manually, organized folder automatically create them all. So this is about the job type which we have discussed today. In tomorrow class, see, but we should not use all in real time. In real time I am going to teach you follow three things: pipeline, freestyle job, and multi-branch pipeline. So these three in real time I am going to teach you, and I will use also. So in tomorrow's class there will be a small project. In that I will write the pipeline in the job in a pipeline syntax, and I will try to connect, integrate with GitHub, and I will show you where we can keep your secrets as well, how can we manage, and how can we give role based access control is there, how can we do all the things. So that all tomorrow class we will discuss. So that's it for today's class. Thank you for watching Study with Varsha. Have a great day.